Hello, everybody. Anybody who could supposedly be watching at a quarter to midnight West Coast time, I'm here doing what I do. Um, I haven't been able to make art today, as you guys know, or you may not know. I started a new job last week. I've been in training for 2 weeks. Well, this week and last week, anyway. Uh, so that's taken up a considerable amount of energy to be now out and about back in the community and onto a new gig. That said, I did go live last night, and that was pretty productive. But one of the things that I've been wanting to do um, is try to produce prints for sale. Now, most of my artwork that I've produced, I've also taken scans of or high definition photos, and I do my best to make sure that the lighting is always, as it would be like in a studio, so it's capturing true color as close as possible. So I went ahead and tried because, as you know, or may not know, one of the struggles that I find is that the printers that I use, they are ink hogs. And, that's kind of the classic way of printers. I went ahead and bought a kit because $80 for 2 cartridges every, if I was printing as much as I wanted, 3 or 4 days tops. But about once a month, having to, stop everything and wait until money comes in so that I can buy new cartridges, it's not the move, man. And I ain't trying to spend $1,000 on the type of printer that I want that has those eco tanks on it. Not yet. We're not there. That said, the kit that I bought allows me to refill my inks, and it's really high quality ink, but it's much more affordable to do that than keep buying new cartridges over and over again. Now, I'm not going to say it was easy. It's pretty simple to do that, but there are a lot of things that you have to bypass on a printer in order to get it to keep printing when the chip that's on the friggin' little cartridge is trying desperately to tell the printer that, yes, I'm out of ink. I'm still out of ink. I'm very out of ink. I've been so without ink for so long. Why are you still printing? So it tries to stop it from printing even though you've filled the ink. And there's some cool stuff to look at there, but essentially the inks that I bought, they are exactly the same ones that the companies use. They're just not packaged in that goddamn cartridge, which seems to cost an arm and a leg. So they're high quality enough. I've done a lot of prints already with them. I mean, I filled a notebook with prints of stuff that I haven't seen printed yet, and they come out really good. And I have another printer that I'm trying to refurbish right now that is capable of 11 by 17 prints. So I'm potentially going to be able to print some, fairly decent sized media. And the cool thing is that the bigger printer, it uses some of the same print cartridges, same format that one of my smaller printers uses. And so there's going to be able to be some swappability there. And so kind of managing that until either one, I'm making enough money on this art stuff to be able to afford the pro level or at least something more suited to what I'm doing. And learning these little workarounds kind of brings me to what I want to do. I want to price appropriately on the stuff that I'm selling. The original pieces, they're going to be considerable if you want an original, because they take a lot of time. They take a lot of work, and honestly, I can only do them when I have time to focus and concentrate and make sure that everything's good. That said, still got a house to maintain, still got a job to work. Doesn't mean I don't want to do it, but everything takes up time. Taking care of the dogs, making sure the teenager actually bathes and, doesn't get arrested. All that stuff takes up time. And so, me getting done what I can, when I can, I would like to be able to have this option available for people who can't necessarily afford a full-size piece. And, but still like what I do, like the visual aesthetic, and want to support what I do in a way that's much more affordable to them. So that said, I've got everything tuned to where the scans are high quality enough that they are going to put out a high quality photograph. Print. Now, I've had to do some retooling on software and everything. This is all kind of, if I hadn't gone to graphic design school, and that's not to toot my own horn or anything, but honestly, because I've only worked at it for one job that I left after a few months, because I wanted something that, I was presented with an opportunity that actually didn't pan out. Horrible. Wish I would have stayed with it. Shouldn't have walked. But that said, along with my formal education and that experience in, actually working with some of those big format printers, kind of allowed me some additional skill set that made this possible, to be able to, select the appropriate paper grade, change the settings on my printer to what they need to be, and also to use the programs that I know how to use on adjusting print quality and making sure that these are going to come out in a high quality manner. Now, printers are still printers. They're still, on occasion, they're going to need head cleanings and things like that. They're going to need maintenance. And so being able to do, test prints and things like that, that's all been taken into consideration. That said, these affordable prints are something that I can now do. Now, for the moment, this is about as big as I can go. I've displayed Nipsey here, and I'll try to turn them so they can be seen a little more head on. Yeah, that's not the best. But anyway, you get the general idea. So the image that came out, that's a scan from actually a much smaller image. So the real image is closer to a 5x7. This is an 8x10 print. I went ahead and scanned the image at that high resolution, played with the settings on the print to make sure that it printed as true color as possible for the equipment I've got. And it came out pretty dang impressive. Now, that said, I'm going to go ahead and, if anybody wants to order something, they can get at me through Messenger. on one of my social medias. I've got Instagram, I've got Twitch, I've got Kick, I've got Facebook, and I've got good old shit, I forgot its name. Oh, Blue Sky. Yeah, I always forget it. It's like the stepchild here. The forgotten, the orphan, if you will, of social media for the moment, because nobody that I know, maybe save for 2 people are on it. Everybody else likes to just go on Facebook and argue politics with fucking bots, and it's getting that way on Instagram too. But I still like Instagram a lot. It's, you know, nice and functional. Twitch is actually where I learned how to stream this stuff. So they have a pretty fantastically detailed how-to guides and QAs that really, if anybody saw when I started, probably a little over a year ago on streaming, compared that to what I can do now, night and day. So hear tell that the quality of what I do is on par with a few major leagues, even though I don't got a goddamn audience to speak of. That said, if you watch this video later, I'm going to be starting to make posts on my social media accounts that's going to have details probably about this weekend, where pricing is going to be available. So like for the 8x10s, I'm thinking an appropriate price for a print is right around the $40 mark. And if you want it framed like so, that'll run you $60. And I think that's a pretty fair price considering what it is and considering how woefully low I was pricing the original pieces. If you got one of the original pieces, I'm not holding a grudge because, you know, here I am trying to get some prints done for somebody who might want something that, like I said, originals might be a little out of their price range, but they like what I do and they would like to decor up their place a little bit. So the options are going to be there. And like I said, I'm going to try like hell by Sunday to have all of the live information for the updated website on Square. And I will have links and everything on all my pages. You know, you'll be able to go through the pricing. You'll be able to go through the purchase options, whether you want it matted and framed or whether you just want it shipped to you and in some protective, well, yeah, I've got some protective stuff I still got to order, but all the good things are going to be there. So if anybody wants art, keep a lookout. As a matter of fact, this piece right here, if you want to call it for $60, go ahead and call it. You know, send me a message. That said, it is friggin' late, so I'm only going to do so much. As you see right behind Nipsey, Samuel L. My dude is looking pretty good after last night's work. He continues to develop, continues to sharpen, continues to give the intimidation stare. So, speaks the unmistakable language of motherfucker. In any case, that's my announcement for tonight. The prints are going to be on sale. I'm going to be having some other stuff as well. There's going to be some die cuts that are getting made, and those will be available for purchase. But yeah, all of that stuff is going to be very, very soon. So if you've been supporting me by watching, I appreciate it. It's fantastic. And other than that, I think we're going to go ahead and hit the hay, because it is now midnight as I speak. And, you know, Daddy's got to keep the bills paid in the morning. So, again, thank you guys for looking out. Thanks for supporting me so far. And, yeah, there's going to be stuff available. Just, if you've seen something in the past that I've done, I probably have a scan of it, or I can probably do a reprint. Just let me know, and we'll see what the options are. You know, asking never hurts. And, you know, if you want to wait till Sunday till my links are live, that's great too. Just, we will cross these bridges when we come to it. And again, thanks for all your guys' support. I hope that we can continue with support, even though I'm probably one of the biggest jerks walking the earth. I keep getting lucky enough to have people that are willing to ride or die, so to speak. In any case, you guys have a good night. Stay safe where you're at. And, you know, all the good luck to you. And a fantastic day tomorrow after we all wake up. All right. Good night, you guys.